Hello, everyone. This is Callie Teegardin coming live out of Sugar Land, Texas. I have tonight with me Cathy Connors out of Houston, Texas. Cathy, I almost called you Connie. Cathy and I have known each other for 8 or 10 years now.
11 or 12 now.
11 or 12.
Or a little more than that because we met prior to you joining SendOutCards.
Yes, you're right.
You were
right.
Still traveling.
And I've been in SendOutCards now for 11 and a half years. And so Cathy and I connected because we are both alumni of Notre Dame, the University of Notre Dame. Go Irish. Go Irish this weekend. Okay, I know if you're Clemson fans, you're not very happy with me right now, but should be a good football game.
Yeah, I'm excited about this coming Friday.
Me too. So we are here to talk about a better way to build relationships and to tell you guys a little bit about Cathy if you don't know her. She is a strategic marketing consultant. She retired from accounting after being in that profession for 25 years. She helps people in professional services to implement a relationship marketing strategy in their business. You also do continuing education for real estate agents in Texas, I believe CPAs all over the US, correct?
Mm-hmm. That's correct.
You are an executive, one of the newest, I think you're actually the newest executive in SendOutCards, just promoting to that. And you and I, also one other thing have common, we both grew up in Indiana and are now in the greater Houston area. So that tells everyone a little bit about you. So we're going to talk about a better way, but we're also going to talk about building relationships tonight. So you have really focused, especially over the past 2, 3, 4 years, helping real estate agents, different business people, how to build better relationships. So if someone's watching it tonight, how do you go about that, or what do you recommend to them?
Well, the relationships start with getting to know the person and putting them first. And putting the sale second. You've got to understand where they're at and where they're coming from and what their needs are so that you're able to then identify what products or services that you offer are going to help them in their business.
Right, and I think that's so important because so much of the time, you meet someone and they don't even know anything about you and they're already going into their sales pitch. I mean, you've done a lot of networking. I've done a lot of networking. And that person that comes up to you and just hands the business card, they didn't even ask your name. You're like, what are you doing? And
yeah, that's so true.
And I think so much that happens outside of networking events too. We're like, look at me, look at me, look at me, instead of how can I help you?
Definitely, even especially with everything that we've gone through this year with COVID and everything, that you find everybody jumped on the social media bandwagon because there was no other way to get in touch with people. And then Zoom meetings. And the first thing they do is they try selling you. People connect with you on social media, and all of a sudden you get a private message from them about whatever they have and how they can help you. Without even getting to know you first. And that's a real stickler for me. I get really frustrated when people don't even, especially on LinkedIn, take the time to look and see what I do, to at least put some sort of spin on their message that reflects that they've taken the time to learn about me first.
Right.
They just immediately start jumping into, hey, I've got something that can help you. It's like, how do you know?
Right. You don't know. So what are tips or recommendations or tools that you recommend for like your clients to use on building the relationship first?
Well, you know, when I was in corporate America, I had come across SendOutCards and started using that as a customer. I was always relationship driven. When I would go into a client the first time, I would ask them to walk me through their their operations, whether it be a healthcare facility or a doctor's office or a excuse me, manufacturing facility. Even if I understood the process of you know, the general process of that particular industry, I wanted to hear from them what were their pain points. So it's very important to take the time to learn from them and listen to them first. And when you listen to people, they are going to listen to you back. They're going to open up and ask you, well, what do you think? Or how do you think I can help you? And so on and so forth. So in pulling that together, utilizing SendOutCards just to stay in touch with my clients, birthday cards, thank you for having a meeting with me. If they were a past client and I hadn't talked to them in a while, just reaching out to say, how are you doing? And using all of the tools that we have available to us even now, and not focusing on trying to sell somebody, using technology with text messages and social media private messaging and emails and things like that. And even greeting cards. How many times do you get a greeting card and it's all beautiful on the outside? It's like, oh, they're going to celebrate me. And you open it up and it's like, oh, it's all about them on the inside.
It's an advertisement for them about, look at me. And I think, you know, consumers, business people, our clients are smart these days, and we want it to be all about us. And the thing is, you know, one of the things I learned, and I don't know if you talk about this, is that when you meet people, everyone may not be your client, but the circle of who they know is huge. So if you just go try to sell them from the beginning, right, and you make them mad, you've also cut yourself off from their entire circle.
Yeah, they say the average person has 250 contacts that could potentially be your clients. So my perspective when it comes to networking is that you don't want to sell to the room. You want to sell through the room. You want them to what do I want to say here? You want them to think of you first when any of their contacts say, hey, I'm having a problem with fill in the blank, whatever your service is.
I love that. Sell through the room, not sell to the room. I've never heard that, but I love what that means. You should coin that.
I've heard it before. So it's, I think it was, I don't know if it's Zig Ziglar had said it or one of the Jim Rohn, that, you know, every thought has been out there before. You know, quote me once, but the next time you say it, you know, somebody's going to quote you. So, and that's fine, you know?
Right. Exactly. We're all quoted. So you've been working with SendOutCards for the past several years. You've helped different customers get on the system. You use it for yourself in your business. This isn't the only thing you do. I mentioned the continuing education as well. I know you're using it there. What has being part of SendOutCards done for you in your business first, in your continuing education business?
Well, both not just the continuing education, but even when I was doing my CPA work and my consulting work, it was just staying in touch with those clients and getting touching people at the heart, so that they know that they know, like, and trust and care about you. And because of that, and you have to do a good job at whatever you do. But when you know, like, and they know, like, and trust you, they're going to be wanting to do business with you and pass business to you. And you also want people to know that you're still in business for whatever that is. There are so many times that realtors, they err on the side of not staying in touch at all or not talking about their business at all. And as a result, people don't know that they're still in the business. So you know, it's a delicate and fine balance. And I really love the way Cody Cody approaches it with an 80-20 rule. 80% of the time, make it about the relationships. 20% of the time, let it be about your business. So if you're sending somebody a card, you think about it, you've got the front and 2 inside panels, make it all about them. On the back side, then you put your business and put your contact information. It's subtle. It's not in their face. And it also then gives them a reason to hold on to that card, to put it on their desk, to put it up on their refrigerator, to put it on their fire mantle, and hold on to it. And then every time they see it, they think of you.
Right. That is huge, right? I love that. I've never thought about that. Like just the back panel, there's your 20%, 25% right there. But again, yeah, if you make it all about them, people keep them. They want to talk to you. If we get into sales mode, that's why, direct marketing pieces have such a little return of people calling because they throw it away. It has nothing to do with them. But if you send something with their kid on it or something about them, they keep it. And that's what stems the relationship. And so SendOutCards truly has a better way to help people build relationships. Also know you've been affiliate with the company for several years now. What has been for you the best thing about being an affiliate with SendOutCards?
Well, I've always been much of a card sender, but I've always had challenges as well. You don't have the stamps, you forget somebody's address. Just melding that technology with that personal touch is just absolutely amazing. And from being an affiliate perspective, having the opportunity to have that residual check coming in regardless. Callie, you had me staying at your house this summer because I fell and broke my hip, and I was there for 3 weeks and recuperating, and I didn't have to worry about a check coming in because I wasn't able to go and provide services to somebody because I had my SendOutCards business in place with the residual checks that were coming in to help me.
Yeah, that is huge, right? A residual income. And so SendOutCards has just announced last month in November that we have a better way coming, right? And more about that. There's a video. If you guys are watching this, you haven't seen the video about a better way, get back with the person who invited you on this webinar, share this Facebook Live with you, ask them to see it. But we've announced that we're going to have 6 streams of income, SendOutCard being the first, so that means 5 more coming, being announced late January. So I know you know some stuff coming because you've been on our product launch team. Congratulations for what you did to make that team. So without giving away anything we can't give away, why are you excited about a better way and what's coming?
Well, it's going to provide us with multiple income streams that are going to ultimately allow us to have multiple streams of residual income coming in, all under one roof. So many people have maybe in 3 or 4 different businesses, and they're doing a little bit here and a little bit there and trying to balance their time. But with the better way, you've got 6 income streams all under one roof. So you can focus your time on that, and it's going to help us to grow a large business altogether. It's like a business conglomerate as a network marketing company.
Yeah, I mean, it is really exciting about what's going to be out there and what we can offer our customers, what we can offer new customers as well. Like there's so much coming. And so if someone's, we can't really tell everything now. Well, we can't. We have non-disclosures, we can't. But if someone was sitting on the fence about getting involved with a better way, what would you say to them?
Well, the thing is, I'd rather be curious and rich than know everything and be poor, than wait to know everything, to wait. So, just, jump on board, go with the flow. I'm definitely a very analytical person and like to know a lot of information before I jump into things. But with a better way, we have enough information. You know that there's 5 other income streams that are coming. We already have a company that has been in place for 17 years now,
Yes.
with a great income stream coming from that, where you, you have the ability to jump in now and start growing a team and growing a customer base, so that in January, when everything else is announced, you're positioned perfectly for massive growth,
And,
as long as you work it. Now, that's the other thing, you've got to work it.
right, and you have that going on in your team right now. I believe we have a brand new on your team, Better Way member that has already promoted to the first level of manager in SendOutCards, and she literally just got started with a Better Way.
She did. She started, I think, on November 11th, and she promoted to manager, I think it was last week.
Yeah.
And she's due with her 3rd baby tomorrow.
Right. So she hasn't let that stop her.
Right. And she's got 2 littles at home. She has 2 other businesses that she's an attorney. So she's launching a law firm. She's got another health company, kind of a health retreat kind of company that she has. So she's got many balls already in the air and juggling. And she's added, she saw the 2-minute video about a Better Way, and she didn't even blink. She was just like, sign me up. And then, how do I get started? I want to start making money now. And she just hit the ground running, sharing with her friends and colleagues and family, and helping them get started with SendOutCards, showing them how they could get their holiday cards taken care of with the click of a button.
Right. And know that it's not too late for the holidays. Yes, it's what, the 16th now?
Today is the 14th.
No, it's the 16th. It's Wednesday.
Oh,
We were talking
it's
about
COVID. I can't remember what day it is.
It's the 16th. So, right. But so there's still time somewhat for holiday cards, but I know that we recommend also to business people like New Year's cards, so they don't get lost in, especially with coming out of 2020. I think we'll all be glad 2020 is over, never want to come back to this year. So it's a perfect year, right, to be able to go out and send a card for 2021. So even with people who are just getting started right now with a Better Way, with SendOutCards, one, sending their own cards, but introducing this service to others so they can send out New Year's cards.
I have a number of clients, a number of affiliates that are actually working on getting New Year's cards out instead of Christmas cards, just because of the timing, and they wanted to look a little bit further forward. So they're working on they're honing down their list of who they want to send those cards to, and they're going to be sending out New Year's cards.
I love that. So we're almost out of time tonight. Any last minute thoughts? Kind of floor is yours, either on, relationship building, SendOutCards, a Better Way, anything you want to share with our listeners tonight.
Yeah, sure. So when it comes to building relationships, no matter how you're communicating with people, whether it's by text messages or emails or social media, you always want to make sure that, or greeting cards, of course, you want to make sure that you put those relationships first. 99% of the time, they already know what you do. It's about building that relationship with them, because if you've got that closer relationship, they're going to look to you first before they look to anyone else.
Well said. I love that. Absolutely love that. So this is our last episode of the Relationship Marketing Overview for 2020. We are taking the next 2 weeks off, and we are revamping this show with a Better Way. So join us back the first week of January. More details to come. But if you are watching this tonight and you are interested in learning more about a Better Way or about SendOutCards, please get back with the person who invited you onto this webinar or shared this Facebook Live with you. They can help you, provide you information, answer any questions you have. And if you just found us randomly, feel free to reach out to Cathy or myself, and we would be happy to share more. So thanks, everyone. Thank you, Cathy, and congratulations on your recent promotion. Good night, everyone. Bye.
Bye. Happy New Year.